Hello, my name is Lila Allen, and this is an introduction or information about life in runes. Life in runes is my attempt at daily readings, rune readings, much like your daily astrology reading or a daily tarot card pull. This would be general information for daily information from the universe by pulling one or two runes and giving a quick 5-minute reading about them. The reason this is an intro and or information about is because I feel the need to say readers are not infallible, and a reading, just like anything in life, any kind of luck, any kind of omen or portent, any class, any lesson that you are taking, it is an agreement or a project that's undertaken by the universe, the reader and or teacher and or entertainer, presenter, and you, the person who is listening or taking the class or getting the information. That is why, first of all, you will find that some readers click better with you than others, whether it is astrology or runes or tarot or angel cards or counseling by ministers or priests or nuns or sisters or witches or voodoo or whoever. I forgot to include your just general self-improvement moguls out there. A lot of them got where they are because they followed their self-improvement path and it worked really well for them, and they're trying to share it with others, and it will work for some others. For most of us, we'll take bits and pieces of each thing and meld them together to make our own beautiful, exciting path. And I say a lot. So this is an example of how what is great for one person it can be so-so for somebody else, and also how one person can hear all sorts of things from a bit of information and the other person hears just little bits that connect, that make sense, that work at the time. So any rune reading, any astrology reading, any tarot reading, any counseling session, any TV commercial, any conversation that you have with friends or enemies, all of these are opportunities to learn things, situations where you're going to get information, but all of that information is filtered not only through your perception and what you're thinking, your needs at the time and what is happening, but also the perception of the person presenting the information or speaking, and their needs at the time. While in general, people will agree that for runes, the up and down line, the one that's just a single straight up line, is Isa, I-S-A. We all agree that it is the specific rune. Some people call it Isa, some people call it something else. So depending on the culture that the runes have come from, the name is going to be different. And everybody's going to interpret it a little differently. Some may have more attachment to the shielding that's represented, others to the isolation, others to the frozen in time, frozen with indecision, And through all of that, whoever you are speaking with or listening to, it's going to also be the words that you hear from that. The importance of the reason that I am putting this out is because I have the opportunity to do a monthly rune reading for the Spirit-Wise newsletter in Centennial, Colorado. And so every month I pull a rune and try to interpret it in a pithy, short, not quite Twitter short, but short statement at the same time that can apply to the whole month. And this last one, I spelled the rune name incorrectly. Okay. It's the way I'm used to pronouncing it, so I'm not a big speller. So I just put it down the way I thought it was, and to me I was focused on the reading itself and not on the spelling, and did not go back and double check it, which caused confusion with the final newsletter output. The spell check did not understand what the word was I was trying to say, and so another rune was substituted in for it, which to me, the reading was technically the same, but the name associated with the reading was very wrong, and so readers are not infallible, is what I'm trying to say. We'll say the words differently. We'll each have our own way of pronouncing it, our own way of drawing it, our own preferred kind of runes or cards or symbols, and they make connections with each of us. I interpret things based on information that's come to me through meditation, through readings with other people, through a deck of rune cards that had some very nice pictures that spoke to me. So my interpretation of the Isa rune is going to be probably very different from even somebody who pronounces it the same way. So, there you have it. That is my dissertation on runes and how readers and counselors are all coming from their perception. The information you get comes from your perception, and mistakes can happen. Thank you very much. In just a few minutes, well, I guess that's irrelevant to this. So, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day.